Hello and welcome to Retro Zord Review episode 15. I'm calling the power of Pyramidas this time, and before I begin with blabbing as always, I'm sorry already because this will take some time. This guy has some combinations, this guy is big, and showing this off will be not easy. We had Red Battle Zord and we had Megazord. This is the Zord of the Gold Ranger. It was a big mystery in the show at first. Who is that actually? Is he one of the good guys? Is he the bad guy? Was actually a cool arc on the show, and well, in the end, got revealed. Then Jason came back, took on the gold powers for reasons, if you don't know what, because you're not that old as me. Try to watch Power Rangers Zeo. It's an awesome season. I like it a lot nowadays. At first I didn't like the suits and like the show at all, but the Zords got me hooked. And yeah, I will try to give Pyramidas a spin. Those two actually are European, well, to be exact, German releases. I don't have Pyramidas this long. This is a Japanese version. This Zord is Japanese. The European or US version has a slightly different color to it. This is more like darker orangey, like sandstone kind of color, and the other European one is more yellowish. This looks like it lights on here in the front. You will see it when I change it, but it won't. It doesn't have like a mechanism like this. I hope this is, and I hope the Gold Ranger doesn't crash on me. Yeah, it's a really huge Zord. As a kid I always wanted this. I went out with my father for Christmas, and he said, what do you want? I want this. I had a little small booklet where the Zords were in from the current season, and it was sold out everywhere. I couldn't get it. Years later, oh, my turntable is squeaking. Oh, not good. Years later, well, like centuries later, luckily I would say in the end, because most of my Zords, my father, as I said this before, is a heavy smoker. They got the Zords in storage as I moved out. 2 weeks later I picked it up, but damage was already done. Most of the Zords got kind of a yellowish tone from the smoke of the cigarettes where it got stored. A sad story, but yeah, it happened, and I got this on a really good price on eBay. If you want to get Pyramidas now, it's either near to impossible to get this guy in a good condition in the US or EU version. It's even easier to get a boxed Japanese toy than in European or US toy. I also prefer the Japanese ones. It looks a bit better from the color, if you ask me. And yeah, overall the quality I would say is better, but it's the same mold from these like timeline from these Zords from this time are almost 100% identical, besides for some stickers and colors and that. But I blabbed about that in the past. So what Pyramidas can do is it has this Pyramid mode, as you can see, and it has like a warrior mode, similar to what Thor the Shuttle Zord does. It has its turtle and its like warrior mode. I will take it on up here and will transform them here and show you as good as I can, because if I try this here, that won't work. Stuff will crash, because as I said, it's a big Zord. So here this black part is basically the feet of the guy, and you have, this is the arms which go up. On the sides you have this red like button-ish thing. It's like a lever or something like that. You rotate that. I will show you. I try to show you. You have it when you go like this. You just rotate those like backwards. There's like how I have to show that. Give me a sec. You see it, I hope. It's round, and in the middle is like going down a piece, and that needs to be rotated back in my case now, because this locks stuff in place, which is important in Megazord mode, or the guy will collapse on you. If you have that, sorry for the noise, you pull that out. And then you rotate those back, because otherwise he will sink in again, which is not so good. So then the black piece goes up, and below is another black piece here, which folds up, and well, basically it snaps in. I have to look at that. Wait a sec. There are some guidelines in there. Ah, come on. And it's great. And it fell off. Fucking hell. Sorry. No swearing. Also, I got this sword stated as used. Good condition. Well, I have to say, brand new. It looked like. It doesn't have, like, as I got it, it doesn't have a scratch, and I took really good care of this. As you can see, I rotated those parts here for the fists, and now he can stand. You see the issue? So here's the top part, which folds back, and inside is a headpiece, which goes up and folds up again. And I hope, yeah. So you can see how big this is, right? Arms go down. I hope I don't make too much noise. They can go at an angle. And yeah, I will do this to that you can see him in his full glory. Might have to pull this back a bit. Yeah, I think that's okay. Try to give it a spin. Oh wait, I forgot something. This piece here goes down. When you buy this sword used, mostly this crown piece is missing. Part-wise, it's really ridiculous what else is missing, like arms and heads, and which is nuts if you ask me. Here are some intersections in the Zord as well, which is needed for Ultra Zord for one mode, which I will show in a moment, and which is kind of sad that it's always missing. I don't get how people can lose this, because it's in there, and you see it's hollow inside where the other Zords for Ultra Zord go in. So give him a spin. I mean, I have this guy for a year or so, or maybe 2 now, a year and a half at least. And I got this guy out of box. I was super hyped, and he's a bit dusty maybe at some points, but not much. But I was so surprised. The seller said used, very good condition, or good condition. Like there's like teeny microscopic scratches where you really have to search for, like 1 or 2. Nothing else. You can't find. It's like I was really shocked at that point. And it's so big that I'm not visible, as you can see. Ultra Zord. Yeah. How you do that? You have this backside flap here, which opens. This black piece folds down. I will try to show that. And I will do 50% of Ultra Zord basically at this point, because it's a hassle if you want to say it like that. And this middle piece here, this here, and where's the other one? I have to stand up. It's hard to do that in reverse here. This goes up. This is sections. Here's the Firebird, 2 Zords, 2 other Zords. And then this goes down again. That's the 50% I won't do. And you have this guy, you know that from the last one, the Red Battle Zord, which basically is, in a sec, I think, yeah. Goes in here. These arms fold over and out, and you remove the headpiece. And now he's even bigger, kind of. The flap needs to be up again. And the other Zords, you take this Zord apart and slot this in. So Zord 1 and 2 goes, basically, wait, I tried to show this, but it would take more time than even necessary. And you won't see it because you could fake this Ultra Zord if you don't have the Megazord. Because in this mode you don't see the Zords. They 1 and 2 go in here, then you have the next section for 3 and 4, and sorry my guy, and for the other ones you have that behind this one, so you have the Zords in the back, and if you have them on shelf like this, you won't notice if the Megazord is here or not. Easy peasy if you want to say it like that. So I hope I don't do more damage than necessary. I take you off and aside. I need you in a moment. Give me a sec. Sorry for the clicking and noises, that's my Zord. He's always doing that, so. Then I'd have to take the Megazord away, because, as I said, this will take some minutes. The Ultra Zord from Zeo has a second combination, which was, I guess, used once or twice on the show. So you have this headpiece which folds in again, and this goes down. So then you basically kind of go reverse with this. So this goes up here, and I have to flick this piece in. And then this goes like that. You have him lying, basically. This piece goes like that. And I have to check how this is in here. So, yeah. This is resting. And then this goes up again. And come on, those here's pieces inside, it's all folding, and I like that, as I said in the videos before. You have this, so good. Give me a sec. I have to do this here on my lap area because otherwise it would be a bit complicated. The arms rotate back to their pyramid mode, basically. And they go behind like this. You need a lot of shelf space if you want to show that off. And come on, just one piece, please. Here's a smaller piece here, which flaps out as well. I hope I can. I want to show this, but it's you have this here, which goes down because you need that for the red battle zone. And I have to. I won't be able to rotate this because, as you see, it's big. Red Battle Zord goes like this, goes in here, done. Let's take Jason away. And now I have to deassemble this one because the entire Zords on their own, they go on here, and it forms like something like a tank, if you want to call it like this. Feet out. So. They slot in here. Then we deassemble this guy. So this goes up. As I said, watch episode number 13, Zeo Megazord, and do this what I did with Megazord, just in reverse, basically. Sorry for the clicking and folding noises, but that's the way it is. So, here are some imprints that you know what Zord belongs where. So you basically cannot do this wrong. So then I have to stay up and get the power helmets because it has to look nice. So this one's here. I'm always picky with this. Sorry. So Swings is in here. Then that's something I never liked when taking Zeo Megazord apart. This was always like, I always feared I break that Zord because it slots in very nice, but getting it out is hard. Don't forget the yellow pieces here. You can swoosh them and then you can just pull the back of the Zord out. Then we need the helmet again. So I hope the audio is good, because if I talk and I'm too close to the microphone, this is always weird, so sorry, but I will mostly correct that in post. This guy goes in here. Yeah. Everything's fine, good. So get the other two. That always scares me. I always have the fear it breaks. So get the cannons out, and also, if you want it, you could get the chains out and attach that there. So the tires have small slots as well, so you don't have to fear that this is just rolling away. There's like little molds in there where this slots in. It's all very well thought through, so and I forgot something. 1 second. As I said, I'm picky. So this guy is here. The helmet of Zord 5. Ta-da! This is the other Ultra Zord formation that you can do with this one. I will slowly do this like manually, because this will, as you can see, it hits the desk, so I can't turn it any further. But this is one side. This is a massive Ultra Zord. This is one of, I guess it's the biggest Ultra Zord we have so far in this like size. If I look at my shelf, if I had the Japanese version of RPM, that would be a real huge thing as well. Or Samurai, some combinations, the Gigazord, they're very tall and all, but like this kind of, we didn't have that ever since, as far as I remember. I really love this, and I highly recommend, if you're into Power Rangers, watch Zeo if you don't have, and get this. But I warn you as well, these Zords are freaking expensive by now, if you want them complete in good condition. If you're skilled enough and you get some things which is missing and you can print some parts with a 3D printer to replace stuff or whatever. I mean, I want to go as OG and as complete as possible, as you can see, so not really an option. There are some exceptions. I mean, I have two, I always say that, I have two main guys when it comes to customizations. One is the yaYsPllw, who's a real skilled painter. He's an awesome guy. As I said, he's painting my Shogun Zords at the point in time. And the other one is Metanka from yaYsPllw. He's printing stuff. I bought Battleborgs a while back. It was nearly next to impossible to get the Battleborgs, Japan or US or whatever version you want, in a complete state. Get them at that point. It's like, or they're expensive as hell. I've seen one or two on card with their entire weapons, and they have one figure is like round about 100 euros or 120, 150 for one figure. And if I have one, for example, this is the yellow one. For this complete, $100 plus 120 on card. I mean, this is old, and or you're missing things. I got some really good condition used ones. I used BD15 stickers, and the weapons are all printed from a tanker. They're customs. They're, because if you get those, they're beat up or like missing stuff. And I'm really happy how they look now. Thanks to Metanka at that point. Big shout out to yaYsPllw. So check out his Etsy if you don't have yaYsPllw.com. I will blend that in as well. But there, it's easier to get this, and if you compare it, I paid 350 for Pyramidas. That's, I buy 2.5 Battleborgs and I will have this huge sword. So, but enough blabbing for now. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed what you see. If that's the case, we will see us in the next installment of Retro Zord Review, or you watch some older videos, some gaming content, whatever you like on my channel. So. And also, don't forget to check out my friends. Everything important and everyone important, always in the video description, and the main guys where you can go to watch content, or like Metanka. They're also on my recommendations on my main page. So stay safe till next time.